Hey everyone, I am outside a duplex in Dallas, Texas today. I'm actually going to give you a walkthrough of potentially what a house hacking opportunity could be. And I'm going to walk you through just kind of the numbers, the opportunity with this duplex, and give you an idea of really what snowballed my investment portfolio in Texas. All right guys, we are right inside the entrance of the duplex here. Walking into the kitchen, you can kind of see that it is fresh, modern, updated, a little bit more colorful than what it was previously. We do have some new flooring. They actually did almost an entire new kitchen here outside of the cabinets. They did paint the cabinets. You'll see a little bit of history in this duplex. As you can see that the appliances here were clearly not updated, but if something's working, there's really no reason to replace it. Did get a new stainless steel dishwasher, did get a new cooktop here, and microwave is staying. They've actually relocated to another state, so there's gonna be some items that you'll see in this duplex that are typically not going to convey with a property. This large stainless steel fridge, really in any purchase of a property, will not convey unless you negotiate, but they're in another state, didn't want to worry about bringing it, so that is indeed staying. Flipping around here, going to the master bedroom. All new paint, all new baseboards, all new flooring. This flooring is a little bit different because they did it in pieces. So this flooring is not the exact same flooring that's throughout the living space. Walking into the master bath here. They actually just did this tile here, so there's not even technically a mirror up. But again, new countertops, new faucets, new sinks, new hardware, new tile. Everything's really updated here except for the tile in the tub area as well as the surround in the shower. All right, so following out to the rest of the house, if you are in the realm of real estate, you've probably seen these new lighting fixtures that are coming out here that a lot of people have. You probably will never see this in a half duplex, but again, the individual owners that lived here really wanted to make it their home, so they did maybe overdo it a little bit in terms of updates, but I can promise you the amount of rent that they're gonna get, really the new individual owner is gonna get, is probably top of the market because of these updates. So what we just walked out of was the dining space. What we're walking into now is the living space. Again, a lot of the duplexes you're gonna see are owned by landlords, and landlords oftentimes are not going to update or renovate or really make something any more nice than they have to. You know, for instance, if a dishwasher runs out or breaks, you know, obviously as a landlord, you have to fix that. But oftentimes you're not gonna have someone come in here and completely renovate an entire half duplex. It just doesn't make sense. Now, walking to the back side of the duplex here, we do have an additional 2 bedrooms and a full bath. First bedroom off the left-hand side here, we do have a washer and dryer behind me. I'll open that up just so you guys can see. Again, washer and dryer are staying, but you can kind of see what the cabinets may have initially looked like in the kitchen. They didn't decide to paint the cabinets in here, but they did paint the cabinets in the kitchen and obviously new hardware as well. And there is one last bedroom off the back here. New lighting fixtures, new paint, new baseboards, new hardware. Makes a lot of difference in a unit. And last but not least, we do have a garage. So a garage is oftentimes not something that is going to be in a half duplex. To be honest with you, this is probably one of the nicer half duplexes that you will probably see. Again, most of the time they're gonna be dated. That doesn't mean that you can't come in, make it your own, similar to the folks that purchased this property about 3 years ago, and make it really what you want to make it. Now with a garage, oftentimes a half duplex will either come with covered parking or really just street parking. So it is just another added incentive here, the fact that you do have not just covered parking, but a garage as well. The individuals that own this and are looking to sell it about 3 years later are coming out with a pretty penny. Multifamilies in the Dallas-Fort Worth market are just very, very hot and desirable, especially if they're in a condition in which this duplex is. I do not foresee this lasting probably more than a couple days on the market. Other side is renting for $1,600. $1,600 is likely gonna cover not just the taxes, but also the interest rate and insurance for the entire mortgage of the individual that purchases this property. So really, worst case scenario, you living here or the individual that purchases this living here, or even if it's strictly just as an investment property, this other side is clearly gonna take care of the entire principal of the loan. So whether or not you're looking to purchase this and live in it, that is an opportunity. You can live in the master bedroom and rent out the other 2 rooms. I have a ton of clients that are doing that with traditional single family homes. For instance, you live in the master, potentially rent out 2 rooms here for $600 to $800 depending. So worst case scenario, you're pulling in $600 a room, total of $1,200 on this side, and $1,600 on that side for a total of $2,800. And more than likely, that's gonna cover most of your mortgage. So really, you're living for free. The other option here is you buy this strictly as an investment property. Now, again, if you're getting $1,600 for one side and you're getting $1,200 for rent on the 2 bedrooms here, renting per room is always gonna get you more. The issue with renting per room is you're gonna have likely a larger turnover, meaning that someone may live there for 6 months and not get along with the other roommates, so they wanna move out. Now, if you get someone in there that's a family, I believe the same family in the other side has been living there the entire time my clients have owned this property. So really it comes down to what you wanna do. Do you wanna get an individual in there for a little less rent, but have no headache and little to no turnover? Potentially rent to a family or rent to an individual person versus renting per room. But if you're gonna live there and you're not married, no kids, and you wanna sacrifice a little bit more, then get 2 people in here that are your friends and rent out the room. So again, 2 options. You purchase this as a house hack. A house hack is something that you purchase, live in, eventually move out, and then turn it into an investment property. That's what I did with a duplex, a single family, a quadplex, and now I'm finally moving to a house that I'm gonna be in more long-term. The other option is if you've got a little bit more cash, you can buy this as strictly an investment property. Now, an investment property is gonna require 25% down, so do the math. If this is a $400,000 duplex, it's gonna cost a pretty penny, versus 3.5% down on $400,000, it's gonna cost a little less. The more you put down though, the better return you're going to get. You're gonna cash flow a little bit better. So if you house hack it, which a lot of folks in their 20s are able to put 3.5% down, live in it, cash flow, move out, and start building their rental portfolio. Now, if you're a little bit more advanced or if you've got a little bit more cash, then you just buy it as an investment property. One side's already occupied, you get this one occupied, you're pulling in anywhere from $3,200 to $3,500 a month. It's a great opportunity, and as I mentioned before, I do not see this lasting very long, but this is really what jump-started my investment portfolio.